Ha, thanks, Kate. Vlad sneered and licked his lips excitedly. He could have two women at the same time. How lucky. They doused the unconscious Hector with a pail of cold water. He shivered and slowly came to his senses. Uncle Hector, we meet again, Kate said calmly. She didn't even bother to hide herself as time was running out. It's you. Hector opened his eyes with great difficulty and was very stunned to see the familiar face. Why? Uncle Hector, I won't beat around the bush. Give us the map, and I'll let all of you go, Kate said frankly. Kate, we're family. Do you really have to be this cruel? Hector spoke with a raspy voice. He had no idea that it was his niece who kidnapped him. Cruel? Kate snorted coldly. Uncle Hector, you gave me no choice. You're no longer the patriarch of the Harmon family. Why do you insist on keeping the treasure map? It rightfully belongs to my father. Kate, do you know that if Tyler Grant gets his hands on the treasure map, it'll be the end for the Harmon family? Hector asked in a concerned tone. Nonsense. Kate glared. Uncle Hector, are you demented? The Harmon family is no longer powerful. Working together with the Grant family is the only way for us to regain our glory. Do you not understand? Tyler Grant is just using you. Once he gets the treasure map, you'll be useless to him. By then, your life will be at risk. Hector spoke with great difficulty. Shut up. Kate slapped Hector and shouted, I'm warning you, don't try to drive a wedge between Tyler and me. We're engaged. After today, I'll be Mrs. Tyler Grant, the most powerful woman in Millsburg. Don't be delusional. You are just a pawn to him. Hector let out a long sigh. Stop the nonsense. Give me the treasure map now. If not, I'll kill both your daughters. Kate was enraged as she picked up the knife on the table and held it next to Natasha's neck. The sharp blade sliced through her skin, leaving a glaring and bloody trail on her neck. Natasha. When Hector looked carefully, he was instantly agitated. Kate Harmon, don't do anything stupid. She's your cousin. What cousin? She's just a bitch. Kate yelled. She added, she has always liked to compete against me since we were kids. It remains the same even to this day. Whenever there was something good at home, you always gave it all to her. I could only use whatever that was left. What right did you have to do that? How am I inferior to her? Kate, I have never been biased toward any of you. Natasha worked hard for her success today. Both of you started with the same resources. Hector said sincerely. In fact, he gave more resources to Kate than he did to his daughter. Nonsense. Do you think I'll believe your bullshit? If you weren't secretly helping her and providing her with all kinds of assistance, how could Natasha be better than I am? Kate snorted. From her point of view, Hector had used his status as the family's patriarch to pave the way for Natasha. It was also why she was always second to Natasha since they were kids. Kate, both of you are my family. Why would I play favorites? Hector's gaze became complicated. Stop acting in front of me, Kate continued with a cold expression. I don't have time for your nonsense now. I'm going to ask just one question. Are you giving me the treasure map or not? As she spoke, she increased the pressure on the knife. The wound on Natasha's neck became deeper as blood started trickling down along the blade. Hector's pupils constricted and said nervously, Kate, stop before it's too late. What's it going to be? Is the treasure map more important than your daughter's life? Kate asked. She scowled and held the knife next to Ruth's neck. If you think Natasha's life isn't enough, then I will sacrifice Ruth's as well for the treasure map. I'll let them go as long as you surrender the treasure map to me. If not, I'll kill them right before your eyes. Kate, blood is thicker than water. Why are you doing this? Hector was getting anxious. You're not going to surrender? Fine. I'll kill one first to show you I mean what I said. Kate's gaze became sinister as she raised the knife and aimed it at Ruth's head. Stop. I surrender. I'll give you the treasure map. Hector's face paled, and he shouted in a shrill voice. The vibration of the blade could be heard as Kate paused. The knife stopped just above Ruth's neck. Well, we could have saved all this trouble if you had surrendered earlier. You had to do it the hard way. Kate snickered. Regardless of one's stubbornness and bravery, they would always have an Achilles heel. With that, coercing them into submission wouldn't be a problem. Hey, why are you playing dumb? Tell us now, Vlad urged impatiently. Truth be told, I don't have the treasure map with me. Hector shook his head. What is it? Are you playing tricks? Do you think I won't kill them? Kate's expression became gloomy. I'm not lying. To prevent it from being stolen, I already gave the treasure map to someone else. Hector looked solemn. Who did you give it to? Kate asked. Dustin Reese, Hector said truthfully. Dustin Reese. Kate frowned. Uncle Hector, I didn't think that you'd rather give it to an outsider than us. You're such a parasite. Kate, I did it for the family, Hector said earnestly. Shut up. You traitor. Kate shrieked. Let me warn you, you'd better not lie to me. If not, I'll make sure they die together with you, she finished. Suddenly, Kate raised her hand and struck Hector's neck with the knife's sheath. He immediately passed out after that. Now that Dustin has the treasure map, it's time to settle our scores, Vlad said with a sinister grin. He added, I'll send someone after him. Kate narrowed her eyes. No need to go through the trouble. Instead of chasing him down, let's make him come to us willingly. Oh, do you have a plan? He asked curiously. Just watch. She approached Natasha and tore her nightgown with little explanation. Vlad's desire intensified as he saw Natasha's exposed skin and alluring lingerie. He found her irresistible. Hang her up. I want to record a video, Kate said and took her phone out. 11:0, and stand beside her for a photo. It'll spice things up. Sure thing. He grinned and instructed someone to hang Natasha on a pillar. Then, he grabbed a strand of her hair and sniffed it with uncontrollable desire. Perfect. Kate was satisfied with the video she recorded. Then, she typed a message and sent it. It's settled. I've given Dustin half an hour to bring the treasure map to the Grant's mansion and apologize. If not, we'll rape and kill his woman. Is this plan foolproof? What if he gets scared and doesn't show up? Vlad asked. Don't worry. I know Dustin. His ego won't let him stay away, she said with an evil grin. Besides, no man would tolerate his woman being harmed like that. True. Vlad nodded. Then, he smirked and added, if he dares to show up, he won't leave here alive. Hey, don't underestimate Dustin. He's quite strong. He's taken on many strong opponents in the past, Kate cautioned. She recalled the events at the Harmon family, where Dustin had quelled many challenges with his strength alone. Hence, she knew he should not be underestimated. He's no match for us, Kate. The Grant family has experts, a sizable army, and a grandmaster martial artist backing us up. Even if Dustin is strong, he won't stand a chance on my turf, Vlad boasted confidently. All right, since you said it that way, I can relax, Kate said and sighed in relief. No matter how strong Dustin was, he was just one person against the might of the Grant family. Oh, what about these two beautiful women? Vlad asked. His gaze filled with desire as he looked at Natasha. After we deal with Dustin and retrieve the treasure map, you can do as you please with them, Kate replied with a smile. Hee hee. Thanks, Kate. His excitement soared as he anticipated enjoying the company of the lovely women in his bed. The next morning, Zephyr Lodge was bustling with activity. It was Dustin's birthday. Everyone in the Kirin gang was taking it seriously. They had sent out invitations a few days ago for a big party. The Kirin gang had been in charge of the Millsburg underworld for a long time, with Dustin being known as the king of the underworld. Today, he was receiving birthday wishes from various factions. Even those who weren't on the guest list hurried to send gifts. Meanwhile, Dustin was meditating in the main room of the villa. However, an urgent knock interrupted his mediation. What's going on? He opened the door and found Cornelius standing there. Sir Reese, we've got a problem, Cornelius said seriously. He went on, early this morning, a group of unknown martial artists broke into Ms. Harmon's villa. We had our men for her protection, but they killed all our men. And now, Ms. Harmon is missing. She might have been kidnapped.